Peanuts, right? Do you like peanuts?
Ish. You know, they're good.
Here's the thing. We're going to get you ready to love peanuts.
I like peanuts when they're roasted or in things.
Well, perfect, because we have Tinky here. She's a food writer, TinkyCooks.com. Can you make her a peanut believer?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I certainly hope so. Peanuts are a wonderful source of protein. They're cheap. They're fun to do with. And what we're doing here is, both of my segments here are going to be about things you can make as a food gift.
Okay.
The great thing about giving holiday gifts that are food is that if they like it, you can just give it every year.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, the same tie doesn't really work.
No, you
And
can't do that.
once you give it to them, then they can eat it. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly. So
And let's just say it's more affordable than a sweater.
well, depending on the sweater.
Depending on the
yes,
sweater.
And the peanuts.
You get a bargain
But, no,
basement
these are
Definitely
not
way more
expensive.
affordable than that hat.
The hat.
I always love your hats.
Thank
So
you.
festive.
This is a very inexpensive
I always say this.
hat.
Every time Tinky comes in, it makes me
This
smile.
is a
Oh, yeah.
drugstore Santa
a
hat.
drugstore purchase.
Yes, I'm economical.
Tinky, you're so
Okay.
lovely. All right, let's get started.
Let's get started. So what we're doing is kind of spicy peanuts.
Okay.
And that's because I think I know this is probably like a sexist comment, but guys I know really like spicy things.
Okay.
Do you like spice? I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
No, I don't wanna-
I don't want to. We don't want to get into too
involved
many
in this.
categories
Yeah.
here. But
I like spicy things, but because I'm a human being.
oh, isn't that so wonderful?
Artfully dealt
Seth?
with.
Oh, very
Let's
beautiful.
move past it.
Okay, here we have in my frying pan. Now at home I use a very large cast iron skillet, which you don't actually. It's one of the few things you don't have in the Mass Appeal kitchen.
That's true.
So we're just doing this. So this is canola oil or peanut oil just to get things started.
Okay.
And I'm putting a little bit of garlic in.
Oh, yes.
Yes, all
The
right.
more
We love
the
our
merrier.
garlic.
This is going to be delicious.
It is, except garlic is flying, but
How
that's
long-
all right.
Now, peanuts, normally you can keep them forever. How long, once you make this, does it stay good for?
Oh, at least a month.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
the
then
gift that keeps on
some
giving.
hot red pepper flakes, and again, this is to taste. This may be too many for some people, but salt.
A little bit of salt. All right.
Now,
Love salt.
then it can be either. I think the recipe says either chili powder or Creole seasoning. I'm using Creole seasoning because I couldn't find my chili powder.
I getcha.
If you use the Creole seasoning, you're
seasoning.
going to have a little bit less salt because there is salt in Creole seasoning. Creole seasoning is made with paprika and thyme and salt and other peppers,
yeah.
and it's just delicious. So what we
Smells
want to do
good.
is just get this started to kind of brown things up, and then we're going to take our raw peanuts.
Okay.
They could be roasted, but they should be unsalted because we did put
Yes,
salt in the recipe.
You'll get your fair share of salt.
Then all we need to do is stir this for a minute or two. And make
easy.
sure that it's coated.
Yeah.
That's why the oil is there, to make sure that the seasons coat everything.
Got it.
Then, this is so easy. We're probably going to be over in plenty of time, but then we can eat peanuts.
Yeah, exactly. We can spend the rest of the show just eating peanuts.
So then, if you have your large cast iron skillet, you can put this in the oven directly.
Oh, okay.
With this particular situation, because you want the peanuts to be more or less on one layer.
Okay.
So you would probably shift this to a cookie sheet.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
so they can spread out a lot.
Is it because they're going to alleviate and give out a lot of moisture?
Well,
or just
yes,
because-
you want them to dry out. They're
Gotcha.
roasting. And they're going to be at 250 degrees for an hour, and you want to stir it every 15 minutes. And each time you stir it, this is kind of my downfall, then you taste them.
And then you're left
So
with
then you
next
end
to
up
none.
Well,
with
you know-
half of what you
But you
started
have to
with.
figure out whether, as they go along, you need a little bit more salt, a little bit more
Exactly.
Creole seasoning. The good news is that when you are done, you can also sprinkle at the very end a little more on top, because when they come out of the oven, then they're going to go on paper towels, flat. Then they're going to just cool. Well, you're going to be worried when they're in the oven, because as they come out of the oven, they're still going to be not dried out. But as they sit on their paper towels,
Well, and you know what, too? It's the season of giving, so give yourself some, too, you know?
well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Would
Are
you
you
like?
gonna-
I was
is
going
this
to
it?
give you guys some.
I
So
would
this
love-
is the final product.
Love to try this.
I hope they're not too spicy. I mean, you can make them more or less spicy. They
They're
get
really
just
good.
a little kick.
Ooh, these
Wow.
are really good.
Aren't they good? See,
Thank you.
okay, Lauren now loves peanuts.
Oh.
Yeah, these are really good.
I hope you don't find out that you have a nut allergy.
And I have to say, this is also, I should mention that, no, she did.
You
well,
don't
this
have a
is
nut?
not allergy peanuts. I'm just kidding. If I can just get into the history of peanuts. As
I
we
would
know,
love
peanuts
this.
are not a nut. They are a
That's true.
legume.
Legume.
So, and this is a particularly suitable recipe for Kwanzaa, which is between Christmas and New Year's. So, one of the things you do in Kwanzaa is give a gift that you have made. And peanuts and other things, it's kind of a harvest festival. So,
There we
they're
are.
a perfect gift for Kwanzaa or Christmas or Hanukkah, or my birthday, which is 2 days before Christmas. Happy birthday. to
Ooh,
me.
happy birthday, Tinky.
And so they could be for anything.
I don't think these are going to make it through the end of the show.
I
Thank
don't
you.
They don't
Yeah.
have to.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
Pleasure to have you here. Happy holidays.
Happy to you, too.
If you want to get this recipe, you can go to mymassappeal.com. They say the best gifts that you can give are the ones that you make yourself, so we have some great ideas for you.
You know what I love? The gift that keeps on giving is food.
Yeah, especially
and that's,
chocolate.
That's why we're in the kitchen today. We have the beautiful diva of deliciousness, Tinky Weisblat, food writer at tinkykooks.com. How you doing?
I'm great.
You are so festive.
Oh, well, one has to be, as you know. And this is like one of my very favorite things to make, and it's so popular when I give it as a holiday gift.
It's almost impossible to mess up, too. Is that right? It's relatively foolproof.
Yes, it
Okay,
is
good.
because you
perfect.
don't have to be artistic, which I'm not.
Me either.
Are you
I'm
kidding
not.
me?
I can't do anything
You do
beautiful.
the cookbook, you do a singing thing.
Well, yeah, but
You are
I
so
mean, I
artistic.
can't do beautiful things with my hands.
I get you. Okay.
You know, so but this is you'll
God.
see.
All right.
We're going to do we're going to channel Jackson Pollock.
I
so
love it.
you'll see it.
All right. I
love it.
This is my personal favorite bark. I have made peppermint bark. I've made various barks. This is my go-to bark.
Okay.
What I love about it is we have with the bark we have some Marcona almonds, which are almonds that have been blanched by somebody else besides me because blanching almonds is like a total
It's not easy.
pain.
Now, what is so you
You're
put them in water?
You put them in water, and then they're supposed to come out of the hot water, and then you can take off the skins very easily.
Cool.
But sometimes it takes me like an hour.
It's not worth it.
Buy them.
So buy them
And the
blanched.
Marcona, they're salted and oiled, and the salt really gives you a nice dimension. If you don't have Marcona almonds, you can make or buy blanched almonds, roast them in the oven with a little butter and salt.
Easy
Oh,
enough.
okay.
Okay, so what we're
Yum.
going to do is, I'm going to give you these. I'm going to do these.
What are we
We're
doing?
just going to put them on about half of
Oh.
the cookie sheet.
Oh, so here's where the Pollock comes in.
Well, Pollock is even more later. You'll see.
We're doing a little
So we're gonna do
Picasso
the
right now.
on
center, just about half, because the chocolate always seems to take up less room than I think it's going to. The important thing with the chocolate is that you want to buy good chocolate. You want to actually spend your money on the
Yeah,
chocolate.
because it's only going to be as good as your chocolate. you know?
Exactly. So in this case, splurge a little. Do never buy those things in party stores that are those melted horrible.
Oh.
There's no flavor.
No.
So
Oh,
this
that's
is
the worst
quite
chocolate.
a high quality
burn.
chocolate that I'm using here.
Okay.
Okay, a few more and then we're
And
done.
now I
Alright,
see
I'm
you
ready.
have a white chocolate and a darker
And you
chocolate.
can eat this. I've got white and milk. You can do white, milk, and dark. It depends on how many of you there are and how many double boilers. This isn't actually a double boiler. This is a stainless steel bowl
This
perched
is a
on
great
top
tip,
of
though.
I
a.
was going to say, a nice little kitchen hack.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of people don't have a double boiler, so yeah, got to hack it
Yeah,
up.
and I know, and you price them, and A, lot of people don't sell them anymore. They're not chic in this day and age. And B, they're really expensive.
So just go
So
with the
just
pan
go
that
with
you've
your
got.
pan. Just
Yeah.
make sure that there's no steam escaping around the pot that you're putting
Oh,
on top.
okay.
And be real careful, folks, because steam burns are no joke.
And the other thing you want to do, so I've melted this over hot water. The other thing you want to do is take your pan and wipe it with a cloth, because the one thing one of the things chocolate doesn't like is water. So if you end up with water in your chocolate, it messes up the chocolate.
Oh, okay.
So Lauren,
Yes.
you're going to make just do a crisscross of that. It
Okay.
doesn't have to
You
be,
know?
it doesn't have to cover the entire surface. In fact, it should not.
Where's the passion? Let's see it. Let's see some
Oh,
pizzazz.
she's doing very well.
Oh, there we go, Lauren.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're feeling it now, friend.
And you're going to use most, but not all of it.
Okay. This is fun.
Yeah, see that you don't have to be artistic.
I'm
And it
trying
comes
to be
out-
artistic, though,
I'm
Tinky.
sorry. Oh, Lauren, you are the most artistic
I'm
person
really
I know. I'm
trying.
so sorry.
But
I
it's
didn't mean
not
to.
working.
No, I think it was great.
Thank you,
Now,
Seth.
Tinky, you have the second chocolate.
I have the white chocolate.
And now you're doing a similar thing to Tinky, right? Or to
To
Lauren?
Lauren, and then at
Sorry,
the
you
end
look
we're
like
gonna,
you could be sisters.
I'm gonna fill in the spaces that are blank,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and then we're gonna
So do I add more?
You're in a minute.
Mm.
There's no such thing as too much chocolate.
No,
Yeah.
and you want it to be
Never.
lush and
Yeah.
delicious. And
You see bars like this in the store. You know, like a couple companies are doing bars like this
Yep.
that are so expensive.
Expensive.
I know. Well, actually, when you put together the almonds and the
That's true.
Did
Yeah,
I
this
always
isn't
did say
cheap.
that we have dried cranberries in here. I don't know why I
yeah.
mentioned that. But I love that too because you've got chewy and crunchy. Okay, now here comes the really fun part. Go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, okay.
Just like that. This
Yeah.
is looking good.
See, it doesn't. It just comes beautiful
I'm
all
like
by
the
itself.
Picasso of chocolate.
Some might say.
Or the Jackson Pollock.
Or the Pollock of chocolate.
And then I'm going to do some more of this.
I'm having way too much fun.
Maybe the Kandinsky of chocolate, as long as we're dropping.
Kandinsky.
Yeah.
Why not? As long as we're dropping names.
As long as we're name dropping
modern
artists.
art. Yeah.
The Stutman of chocolate?
No, you know, AP art history.
Nah.
And I just want to make sure that we've got every little craisin and every little.
Now, how do we go about turning this into a hard chocolate bar?
Okay, what we do is, this is the hard part, is that you have to wait.
I know, because I just want to eat it with a fork.
You don't want to
right now.
refrigerate it.
Okay.
I think we're kind of there.
I think so.
we're
Don't
almost there.
refrigerate it.
Don't refrigerate it.
No, but this is because it kind of isn't good for it. It gets a bloom on it. But ironically, you can put it outdoors at this time of year as long as it's covered to protect it from
Throw some wrap over it.
I put it on my screen porch.
Yeah, we don't want the
And
raccoons
then
getting into it.
This goes away.
Okay, and what comes back is...
Bye-bye.
Ta-da! This has been cooled on my screen porch.
Nice
And
work.
you might want to try
Look
it.
at this.
Yeah, might. Will.
Isn't it pretty? You can make smaller pieces too.
Tinky, thank you so much. Happy
Thank you
holidays.
so much.
Oh, Merry
Always a
Christmas,
pleasure having
Happy
you here.
Hanukkah, Happy everything.
Happy everything.
Happy everything.
This is a great way to save on your gift.